Clues with Curtis. So I'm about to give y'all people a clue. All you people over there in Longview boo-hooing that school bond didn't pass once again. It was like $119 million or billion dollars, some ridiculous amount of money that they want to force everybody to pay. See, here's the thing. All you people that voted yes and all you people that are boo-hooing and whining and crying that the bond didn't pass, you could just dig in your wallet, pull out that checkbook, write a check to the school and the amount of money that your tax bill would have increased. And you can voluntarily lead by example and go give that money to the school and have them do whatever it was that they were going to do with it. You can do that. You don't have to force your neighbors, okay, to pay for what you think is a really good idea. It's just as simple as that. See, when you're voting for taxes, you're not just voting for you to pay these taxes. See, you are able to go pay these taxes anytime you want to. Especially if you agree with it. If you agree with it and you think that the government needs that money, you can go take your money and go give it to them at any point. You don't have to wait for your neighbors to force you to through the ballot box. See, when you're voting yes on taxes, what you're actually doing is you're voting to force your neighbor. Look, go outside your house and look to your left to your right, across the street. It's those people that you're forcing to pay. Can they definitely afford it? Maybe not. You think to yourself, well, it's just a small increase and it's for our schools or it's for the children or it's for the cops or the firefighters or whatever the taxes are for, the roads. You know, you always, it's just, you know, it's not very much. And the increase isn't that much. The cost isn't that much compared to the benefit. But you're not taking into account that, like, there's lots of people out there that are on fixed incomes and they have a certain amount of money that's coming in. They ain't going to get no more. You know, a lot of those people are retired and whatnot. So they're on a fixed income. And every time you vote yes on a tax, it means the money that they could spend on stuff like food and just whatever they want gets sucked away by the government. Actually, by you. It's because you decided to make yourself feel better. Instead of voluntarily getting people to go pay for the stuff you want, you make everybody pay for it through the ballot box. It's the tyranny of the ballot box. It's actually quite tyrannical to just decide that your neighbors can afford stuff that you want them to afford. It boggles my mind that y'all think that that's okay. It's like you just don't understand that, like, taxation is theft. Even if everybody in the room agrees, it's still up to the individual what they want to give their money to. And if you're saying that you have to pay this, let's say like they don't have the money to pay for it, and then what? Like the government comes and takes their house because they didn't pay the property taxes because you decided that they had to pay for school. Okay. If they don't give up their house, what's the government going to do? They're either going to come in and kidnap them and take them to jail, or they're going to murder them if they just refuse. So, I mean, that's what happens when you vote yes for taxes. Voting yes for taxes is literally taking the chance and rolling the dice that you might get your neighbor whacked by the state so that you could pay for whatever it is that's making you feel better. And that is a clue with Curtis. Come on, folks, get a clue.